What's up, guys? I just want to show you this Nexus 6P in 2020. I think it's pretty cool. So on this phone, I put the Ubuntu Touch operating system. It's basically the only alternative out there for Android and iOS. And honestly, this is my favorite phone I have. So I just want to share it with you guys, kind of go through the system, the layout, and just kind of share with what I like about it, and I don't know what I think special about it. So first off, as you can see, I'm just messing around here. It's a different layout than Android and iOS. You swipe from the right to the left. You swipe to the left to kind of basically, to cipher through the apps, so you can like kick out the ones in the background. And you scroll down from the top. That's kind of similar, like iOS and Android, but then your app drawer is on the left hand side, so it's a little different. But honestly, after like a day or two of this, I actually prefer this better. I would say maybe just because it's different, just like a little different, but it's not like it's way better or anything, but I like it. I enjoy it. But what I will get into, what I really do like about it, is it's Linux. So anything you want to build, you can put on this device. It's awesome. You actually own this device. Like the source code is open source, so you can basically make your own. You can alter it any way you want. And you know that your information is not being sold to advertisers or some, I don't know, maybe some private government agency. So your information is at least maybe not like super secure, because it's not encrypted yet. It will be in the future, I'm sure, just like all the other Linux desktop operating systems. But at least it's out of like the eyes of these big corporations that want all your data. So I think for me that's a huge plus, and I really like that. What else do I like about this? I mean, honestly, for me that's like the biggest plus in the whole world, because on the Android and iOS, it's just anything you put on that device, it goes to the cloud, and they freaking copy it onto a server, and they have like a ghost profile of you that has all your information. So they could probably blackmail you when you're in your 40s and you got a family and you got like a mortgage, and they're like, hey dude, we need you to do this, otherwise I'm gonna fucking upload all this shit about you. I don't know. Or that information could be leaked through some insecurity in their system, in their protocol, and then some bad entity blackmails you with that, or it's just dangerous to have your data given up so easily, right? So I think this guy here is a winner in my book. And what else do I like about this? I mean, I'll say I really enjoy that how polished it is. This is a super nice device. Like, because it's Linux, I've been using Linux for about 5 years on my desktop, and I always kind of go through different, I've tried Ubuntu, I tried Arch Linux, I tried this, I tried that, and a lot of them are really good, but sometimes things crash or things don't work the way that they're supposed to. But this one, it's like really nice. It's like a real full-fledged, like phone operating system. It doesn't have like the Android and the iOS app store. It's a completely different app store. But for someone like me that doesn't use Google and doesn't use Facebook, it's fine. This is great. It's got like a map. It's got like its own kind of map that's not using Google servers or services. So it's different. And it's maybe not as convenient in a lot of ways, like with conveniency you lose privacy and you lose security. So that's just how things are. But for me, I'm excited because this is fairly new, and it's already this badass. So, like, you can talk, you can text, take photos, you can do anything you want with a normal phone. And so it's like, already in my book, it's perfect. And then all these other apps are in there. You know, you can use Signal. You can use, for me, the only thing I really use is probably like Signal and the web browser and the Onion browser. They have an Onion browser, and it works really well. And they have like some other, I use basically that and some productivity apps, like a to-do list app that they have. I can't even pronounce it because it's in German, but it works really well. But you know, they have video games. They have Game Boy Color ROM. You play some Street Fighter, Donkey Kong, that sort of stuff. But you know, they're not gonna have like the new all those iOS games with tons of ads and all that kind of stuff. It's just a completely different system. And for that, I love it. Other than that, I would say, who do I think this is good for? Man, this device is great for anyone that appreciates their privacy and doesn't want people snooping in on their stuff. That's essentially it. I mean, if you're like a Snowden or like some high, you know, you're someone that government agencies are looking out for, then, you know, don't use this device. Probably don't use any device. But if you're just a regular person who just doesn't want these ad agencies to sell your data and all these companies to make money off of you in private, essentially, and illegally also. So overall, I think this device is great for someone who wants to, number one, get away from these huge corporate conglomerates that are just stealing all our information, and try something new and fresh. And also, if you don't want to spend $1,000, I'll say this real quick too, is this device is awesome because they're not going to, if you ever heard of the term planned obsolescence, it's basically technology. It's basically engineers who develop or engineer their product into failing at a certain point so that they can maximize on price and minimize on losses. You know, if the iPhones never broke, which electronics, if they're made properly, they can last a long time. So what happens is these companies, you know, they basically practice and see how many times you can press on that space bar before it breaks, and they want it to break probably around 2 to 3 years to get, you know, so that they can get more people coming back for more money. And they do that with software as well. Like recently we saw that Apple has been basically modifying the software for older iPhones, and they say it's to like protect you. They're just lying. They're basically ramping up the CPU so that it breaks faster, or they're trying to make the battery die quicker, these sorts of things. So anyways, with open source technology, you don't have to worry about that because there's not that incentive structure there. So I think that's really cool. And you know, the last point I'll say is, if you just want to save money, I guess that's what I was kind of getting to. If you just want to save money, then this device is great because it does the essentials and you save some money. I mean, I think the Nexus 6P on eBay right now is like $100, maybe, like, or actually, you know what, I think you can get them for like $70 right now. You might want to buy one that has Ubuntu Touch installed, because it's kind of a pain to install it unless you know what you're doing. Which I should make a video on how to do that. So if you want to hear how to, or you want to see how to install it on a Nexus 6P, then write in the comments and I'll make a video for that. All right, I'll leave you guys with just some video of me messing around with the device, and I'll put some cool music on in the background. All right, bye-bye.